Hello, my name is Jessica Galloway. I'm a junior at Baton Rouge High, and I'm currently taking AP Art History. In this video, I'll be talking about the Uhunmwun-Ekeu hip pendant from the Edo peoples of the Benin Kingdom in Nigeria. Most of my information will come from our textbook, the Stockstad, the Brooklyn Museum, or Khan Academy, and any other information will be stated otherwise. When you look at this artwork, the primary content is simply a man with an idealized mix of European and African features. He's wearing a headdress and a ruffled collar, and he has scarification lines above his eyebrows. These features and the fact that this is made of brass leads us to believe that the man in this pendant is of high status, possibly royalty, because the only person who could commission works of brass was the King of Benin. The most prominent features of this hip pendant are the headdress and the series of conical projections resembling a ruffled collar, both of which demonstrate the European influence on this art piece. Beads are shown around the edges of the headdress, most likely coming from Portugal, which was a major country that was involved in trade with the Kingdom of Benin. The ruffled collar resembles that of the European royalty of this time period, demonstrating the strong trade ties between the Benin Kingdom and between Europe, mainly Portugal. There are 3 incised scarification marks above each eyebrow of the face of the Uhunmwun-Ekeu mask. These marks, also called Ikaro, meaning tribal marks of the eye, could indicate gender or ethnicity. The face is inlaid with a strip of copper from the forehead of the mask down to the tip of the nose. This strip of copper has been misplaced and is now just sort of a relief in the face, further indicating the destruction of the mask by the Europeans, which will be talked about in the context section of this video. The face features very large eyes with heavy rims and large lips, which are distinctly African facial features. It also has a beard, which in African cultures means that a person is distinguished or wise. So, according to Imo Dara, the Uhunmwun-Ekeu mask and ivory pendants were elements in the costumes of warriors and chiefs. These costumes were given to these warriors and chiefs by the Oba, which is just another name for the King of Benin. Senior chiefs and title holders within the kingdom were given human head-shaped pendants, and they were worn as a symbol of their status and ranking within the community. And now for a little context, around the year 1370 CE, the 4th Oba of the dynasty founded by Uhunmwun, whose name was Iguega, started the tradition of casting memorial heads for figures such as royalty like the king. In 1485, the Benin Kingdom began trading extensively with Portugal, mostly ivory, brass, and slaves. So after this time, the Benin Kingdom flourished until 1897, when the British burned down the royal palace and basically took out the Benin Kingdom and exiled its Oba. The Oba returned in 1914. Eventually, the palace was rebuilt, and the Benin Kingdom began again. But when the British destroyed the palace, they looted and stole several artworks, including the wall plaques from Oba Palace, which showed the lineage of the Obas of the Benin Kingdom, and they stole other pieces such as the Uhunmwun-Ekeu mask. Several other Nigerian cultures have a tradition of producing brass hip pendants, much like the Uhunmwun-Ekeu mask. And similar items of regalia are worn by Benin court officials even today.